be teaching how to add fractions. So we will be talking about how to add fractions with like denominators and also fractions with unlike denominators. Adding and subtracting fractions. When we're talking about fractions, there are two types of fractions. The first one is the fractions with like denominators. When we add, the other one is the unlike denominators. So there are two types of fractions again. The first one is with the like denominators. The second one is with unlike denominators. When we are talking about fractions, we gotta know the parts of the fraction. First of all, the top part of the fraction is called the numerator of the fraction, and the bottom part is called the denominator. So, for example, when we're adding 3 over 4 by 1 over 4, as we can see that these both fractions, they have the common denominators. They have both 4 as their denominators. Right? So we can, when they have a common denominators, we can just go ahead and add the numerators. So technically, we will be adding only the numerators. 3 plus 1 will be 4, and we will just take the common denominator as is. So it will be 4 over 4. 4 over 4 means when you simplify 4 divided by 4, it's going to be 1. Adding fractions with common denominators. Again, another example. So we have 3 over 8 plus 4 over 8. As we can see that these both fractions, they have the common denominator, which is 8. So technically we will just add the numerators and keep the denominator as is. 3 plus 4 will be 7, and we will take the denominator as, and it's going to be 8. So the final answer will be 7 over 8. But I wanted to demonstrate on the fractions. So 3 over 8 means, so 3 parts of the 8 parts are shaded, as you can see in the yellow color in the first one, and the other one is 4 over 8. Half of the fractions are in color of yellow. So the final answer is again 7 over 8. Another example, 1 over 5 plus 2 over 5. Again, the denominator is the same, so we will just add the numerator. 1 plus 2 will be 3, and we keep the common denominator as 5. 3 over 5 is the final answer. This is in the simplest form. We cannot reduce this fraction anymore. How to simplify a fraction again? To simplify any fraction, we will need to find the greatest common factor of the numerator and the denominator, and we will divide numerator and the denominator by that number. For example, 12 over 18. The greatest common factor of 12 and 18, for example, 2 also is the greatest, actually one of the common factor of 12 and 18, but it's not the greatest one. 3 is another factor, but the 6 is the greatest common factor, so that we will divide 12 and 18 by 6 to simplify this fraction. The final answer will be 2 over 3. Same as 9 over 21. So the greatest common factor of 9 and 21 is 3. So when we divide both numerator and the denominator by 3, we will have the simplest form of 9 over 21, which will be 3 over 7. So least common multiple is another thing we need to keep in our mind that when we are simplifying the fractions. For example, another example, 2 over 3, list the multiples of for each factors, 3 and 6, we will skip this part. And what about adding fractions? Adding fractions with unlike denominators. Adding fractions with unlike denominators. We cannot just like with the like denominators go ahead and add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. We gotta find the unlike denominator. We gotta find the least common multiple of the denominators, which is multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, and 28. These multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24 and 28. The least common one in both, as we can see over here, it is going to be 28. So 28 is the least common multiple. So 3 over 7 plus 3 over 4 means we will multiply both the numerator and denominator of 3 over 7 by 4 to get the simplest form. It's going to be 12 over 28. And 3 over 4, when you multiply the numerator and denominator by 7, it'll be 21 over 28. When you add them, you will have your final answer as 33 over 28.